Evening YouTube. As you can see, the temperature's risen to about -8 tonight, so I'm very happy about it. Jackie, out with these two monsters. Shift my thing around a bit. Better. That's it. Got me stick thing comfortable. No, maybe not. Maybe like that. How's that? So, out with these two. Last walk of the night. It's the third time live. Oh, there we go. This is why I come out late at night, particularly for this gorgeous view that I get here. Look at it. It is gorgeous. I'm sorry if I'm doing this only in fog. Look at that beautiful view. How's about that, folks? How's about that view? It's so gorgeous. I love this view here at night time. Just beautiful. So, anyway. If you're watching this on replay, live replay, whatever, welcome to the channel. To light off, actually. It's light enough, isn't it? Welcome to the channel. This is explaining who I am, I suppose, for those who come on this later and find it one way or other. So I'm an English man, a Brit living in northwest Russia, or northern Russia, and I'm in the close to St. Petersburg. I suppose you could call it St. Petersburg, not far off of it. I can put a torch on actually, though I don't need my torch. It's kind of brightens it up a bit. Does it? Yeah, that is odd, isn't it? Ooh, it makes the thing go a bit brighter. So, although I'm close to St. Petersburg, about 12 kilometres just outside of it, in a place called Gorelo. It's between St. Petersburg and Krasny Selo, which is a small rural town, not too far from, it's kind of semi-rural from St. Petersburg, about halfway between Krasny Selo and St. Petersburg itself. And it's been here a long time. Been in here about 15 years, on and off, all in all. That's not full time. I was travelling between the UK, England and Russia for a long time. Before I settled here permanently, it was a slog move. It wasn't a kind of sell everything and come to Russia. It was a kind of slow move to get here. And I do these live streams at night because one, it's a beautiful view over here, and two, there's no cars about at night time. Nobody moving about, so it's safe for the dogs to be off lead and be running about, so that's why I do these late at night. And it's nice to have a chat with folks and see who's online, see who's about, and what have you. So I've been here about 15 years, and on and off. First few years I was travelling between the UK and Russia on the 3-month visa hop, and then eventually I stayed here, where I built my first house, and I did this story as a channel trailer and an origin story on video on the channel. You can see them there. There is supposed to be a part 2 coming out. I planned it and not done it yet. Too many other things to do, and but if you want that to see that, it'll come out eventually. And part 1 is there. It's on the channel trailer. You can see it. Welcome whoever's in the live stream this evening. I'm not going to be on for long. It is snowing, as you can see. I think that's it. That's my breath. My breath going into the camera. It's about -8 degrees. It's not particularly cold, but it is a lovely night. It's a gorgeous light. I'm going to go up here now, and you see up to the trees. It's a beautiful view, and it's actually kind of a fake view because that light there is really light reflecting from the town, which is Krasny Selo, onto the snow clouds, and this is why it's bright tonight, and onto the snow on the ground, and it creates this light pattern up to the trees in just this particular spot. You can't get this view anywhere else. It's just a unique spot that's just happens to be here during the winter time, and it's just nice. It's through the trees, and it's lovely. I love it. And, so anyway, yeah, been here 15 years, and it's on the channel there, and decided I did I do run a Telegram group, and that Telegram group is for migrants, people who wanted to come to Russia, settle in Russia, people who emigrated to Russia, so migrants, expats, whatever you want to call them. And it's quite a long process to get to Russia through migration, or at least it was. It's a bit easier now, although there is some obstacles now that are different. But I do run a Telegram group, though I can't take all the credit. Although I set it up, it wasn't just me that made it work. And there's a great bunch of admins on there. There's 9 admins on there, on that group. So if you're interested in coming to Russia permanently, or even visiting, and you want information, then Telegram group is a great place to go. It's called Russia Expat Info. And you'll find lots of great admins there who've got lots of experience of travel. And there's also a group of people who will come in. Best people come into Russia, they join the group, and they pass on the latest information that they've done into the group. And it's a great place to be, actually. And I can't recommend it enough, you know. So that's the group, and that's where the YouTube channel came from. I started writing, so people got interested in building here, and I've worked on buildings for a long time here. Not on the I did the foundations for them, not the actual builds, and I did also electrical installation here for new builds for frame housing. So I've got a bit of insight into all that. What have you found down there? What are you jumping at? Something in there. Something under there, isn't there? What have you found? What is it? What's down there? Eh? What are you doing? What are you doing? Go on and find it then. What is it? What's in there? There's a note in there, you daft dog. But anyway, so I did that, and because of that experience, Jackie, you have to spoil my microphone. Because of that experience, I had a look at the view there. Gorgeous view up here. Gorgeous view up here. Beautiful. And I look up through the trees here. This is particularly nice at night time, and I've yet to figure out how to do this with the Canon, with a what do you call it, camera, DSLR camera, and it is a gorgeous view through there at night time. It's nice in the daytime, but it's nice at night as well. But anyway, what was I saying? Story. So I forgot my train of thought now. So I came here anyway. 15 years I've been here, and the Telegram group set up, and it's all very nice. And we decided with the Telegram group that we would start a YouTube channel on the group, and it was basically for people to show their stuff from Telegram group. So people wanted to show, maybe they'd been on holiday and they'd come to Russia and on holiday as a tourist, and they went back home again, and they wanted to show their pictures and what have you. And the YouTube channel's still there, but I'd already written some articles on Telegram about housing, how land categories and how to find land and all stuff like that. And I decided that I would videoise it, and so I started making some videos, desktop videos about. It's actually called the Essential Guide to Housing in Russia, and that's where that came from. It came from Telegram group, and it was I made these videos for Telegram, and I'd already written articles, and I videoised them basically. And then after that, I quickly found that the YouTube channel that I was doing was not that much content coming from people. I requested content, but people on Telegram are not the same people as YouTube, and it's a very different audience. And they weren't giving me the kind of material I wanted. There was very little material, and I was basically the only one doing any kind of content on there. And I was just taking clips of random things and putting music to them and sparkly bits on it and putting them on there. And I thought, well, this is never going to grow. It's just going to be a placeholder for people's content and things that I put on occasionally. And so I decided that I wanted my own creative freedom away from that, and so I created my own YouTube channel, and that YouTube channel is now at Home of Russia, which where I am now. And so I took my videos that I've made for Telegram and that end up on YouTube channel, and I converted them into my videos for my content for my channel, if you like, stripped off the intros and extras that I put on, and it was still my work. I just re-edited them for my new channel and took them down from there and put them on. And they're a bit technical. They're not a bit technical. They're very technical. And they were designed for, like I say, immigrants coming into Russia, people who wanted to build in Russia, people who didn't know anything about it, and that's where they came about, the first season 1 and 2. And I quickly realised that this is not what YouTube wants. People on YouTube want to see something nice. They want to see a build and a nice result. That's fair enough. They're a bit technical. So, bearing that in mind, season 3 of the build, which is what we're coming up to shortly now. It won't be too long now, another month or month and a half, maybe 2 months. I'll be going back to the build. And they'll be filmed very, very differently this year. Season 3 will be very different. Instead of having a rambling day-to-day video, they're going to be done as in a proper format for YouTube. So there's going to be, I'll show you what I'm going to do it, and then I'm going to show you the result at the end of it. Those will be the format of the videos. And for the people who want to see the technical side of it, the people who are moving through and that, there's also going to be a live stream every day of the build. And on live stream every day of the build, I'll be able to show you through it in real time, be able to dip in the morning, dip out in the afternoon, and see the progress. You can see, if I'm starting X part of the build, you'll be able to dip in the morning, check in, say hello, then dip out, come back in the afternoon if you want, and see the progress I've made for that day. That's kind of the plan. There's the view down that way. Look at that, isn't that nice? And that's the kind of the plan that I'm going to be doing. So it'll be dip in, dip out, live streams whenever you want. They'll be running all day on the build, and there'll be a separate camera recording in widescreen that'll be recording the build for videos, and those will be the videos that I produce. So there's 2 lots of content coming in the new year. So the real build in live, so there's no fakery, no nonsense. You'll be able to see it, watch it. You can see the real progress as it happens. And then for those who haven't got time to dip into the lives or don't want to come into the lives, there'll be the full videos that'll be produced. And on top of that, I'm also going to do time lapses of the house build, so you'll be able to, the ones I've already done, you've already seen, they're getting better. For the next season, they'll be even better. At the end of season, time lapses or completion of the studding, completion of the ceiling joist, completion of the whatever, roof support, whatever. It'll all be in time lapse later on. But that'll be the end of the season. I'll do them. So live stream during the day on the build. Full videos once a week. No, once a week, every other week. And the time lapses will be at the end of the season when I come back to St. Petersburg for the winter, next winter. But in between that, every other week, so I'll do one video 1 week. My wife will be doing her view of the build and the life around our build, and they'll be every other week. So 1 week my video, 1 week her videos, but the live builds will be on every day. You'll be able to come in, dip in the morning. If you want, watch a bit or don't watch a bit, just see where I'm getting to. And then in the afternoon, be able to come in and see what progress I've made. And I'll put it in the description as well, so you can come in and see, oh yeah, done that bit. If see where I'm at. If you want to follow the story, watch a real build, a real solo build, not a fake solo build, not a AI solo build or nothing like that. So during the day when I'm doing those lives, I will stop, have a cup of tea, and read the messages and chat for half an hour or so before I continue on. So that's the kind of plan. That's where it's going to end up. And I think it'll be a great way to connect with the audience, great way to connect with people. And if you're watching this on live replay, don't forget to subscribe. And don't have to like it, just subscribe it. And I think it'll be a great thing. I think you can see a real solo builder. There's so many people on YouTube that are claiming to build houses and shacks in the wood and all that. And I look at them and I think, you are totally fake. What are you doing? And real solo build is rarity, to say the least. And it's even rarer if you'll get to see an expat or a migrant doing it solo in Russia. So it's something unique. So when you watch those live streams, you can say, you were part of that audience that watched that live happening. Something that's really going to be unique. Whether it ever happens on YouTube again or not, I do not know. I wish I could get it out to more people, but until more people subscribe, that's not going to happen. But that's the plan anyway. Over the summertime, it'll be a good time in the summer. It'll be great. And also, then I'm also going to do live. I've got a very schedule worked out. I'll be doing live streams from the town as well, from Star Area, so you'll be able to come along with me on the live streams and see just exactly what is inside a rural town, a real rural town, not a fakery, and what have you. It'll be really nice. It'll be, something that's unique and unique to YouTube, unique to Russia, really. And there's no other expats I know of building their own house solo. It's not a cabin in the woods. I'm not doing that nonsense. I've not got bamboo sticks and a girl in shorts cutting up bits of bamboo and making that. The house that I'm building is a real house. It's in a modern format. There is no shack in the woods or thing in the woods. Look at the view up here, lovely. Gorgeous view up here. But, so that's the kind of build I'm going to be doing. Well, started already. It is heavy work, and this year, if you follow my live streams already, you'll know I've talked about that I had a microstroke and I have to just be careful. I can't kick the ass out of the working hours this year. I was doing 16-hour days last year, and this year there'll be none of that. It'll be quite restricted to what I'm doing. Jackie, Archie, come on! There's something down there. What is going on? What is going on? There's something down there. What is down there? There's something in the road. What is that? Is that person? Or is that? What is that down there? Can't make it out. Or is it just the horizon? Jackie, Hattie! Come on! Come on then! Come on then! Come on, Jackie! Come on then! Come on then! Come on then! We're not going in yet. Come on! Come on then! Are materials affordable there? Hello, user B5F something. Hold on, I can't get warm. B5F9Y. Yes, materials can be affordable. For me, if you didn't know, if you watch the series, there's one part. I think it's part 1 further on. The Russian government gives citizens access to free timber, free materials, and you get 150 cubic meters of cut-up timber. And I've took advantage of that, and I've got a certain amount of it. I actually got 50 meters. Reasons for it anyway. I'm not going to go into here, but I got 50 meters of that. So all the material, if you watch the series and look at the build, you'll see what I built so far was all free materials. That's all free timber that I got. You pay for cutting down and for processing the timber, a timber mill and all that. And you dry it yourself, and you antiseptic it yourself and not treat it yourself. But yes, it's free. So that's the way I got it. So yeah, very cheap. I estimate that, I'm talking Russian rubles here. I estimate that at the moment, with the foundation that I put in, you can see it on, I think it's episode 1 or 2 of the series 1. I think it's on there. You can see me put the foundation. That's the kind of work I do here, or do here. And that's, I estimate that I saved, I think it was like 200,000 rubles on that one. And then with the build, the work that I'm doing myself, and the free timber I got, I estimate that I've saved around about 2 million rubles so far. That's the savings I've made. Basically, I've done it for free so far. I had to pay for the foundation, but it was at cut cost because I did it myself, I got the machine from my boss. So, yeah, a big saving. And I got the free timber from the government, so, what else can you say about it? Brilliant. Thank you, the government. I can't thank them enough. This is actually the second house I'm building. The first house I built here in St. Petersburg. The second house is in Novgorod, and there's reasons for it. I've probably heard this before, that I've listened to it before, but this forest here where I am now, where I'm standing now, it's not really forest. It's a real forest, but it's fake, if you like. the trees are very thin, and the reason that is because this is actually building plots, and about 30 years ago it was completely cleared. Before that was forest, and it was completely cleared and levelled off. You can go on Google Maps and wind back the time and see that it was completely cleared at one point, and it's grown back again, and it's grown back into this forest, and now it's starting to be filled up with people. Urbanisation is creeping in, and because of that we are moving. That's why we're going to one of the reasons we're going to Novgorod. It's not all the reasons, there's a few others as well, but one of the main reasons is urbanisation of this forest, which is going to disappear. And it's living here the last 15 years, I consider myself really privileged and lucky to have lived in a forest quietly. But that time's come to an end, and it's time to move on. There's also the problems here. I've been off grid these last 15 years. We've got electricity. I forget how many, about 6 years ago. We were 7 years without electric anyway. I think it was 7 years or 8 years. And it's hard on you. If you're living off grid, we're still on central wood-fired central heating here. We're still on water well. We're still on septic tank. So the only thing we have got is electric. So we're still off grid here basically, and it's a bind. It's a bind that as I get older, I don't want to do it anymore. I want to be in a modern house. It's a modern house, but it's not in a modern setting, is it? And I want to be. There's nothing. What do you call it? No shops here. Nearest shop's 3 kilometres away. It just gets to be a bit of a bind. So that's one of the other reasons as well why we're moving. In Novgorod, if you look at the videos, so I think there's a couple of videos of Novgorod, of the actual town. Basically everything's there, including all the utilities, electric, water, gas, central water, gas, everything right on the plot. So very, very different, and it's quiet as spot as well. Oh, there's a bloody car coming. Come on this way, Jackie. Jackie. Come on, Jackie. Jackie-chan. Come on, Jackie. Jackie, come on then. This is why I don't like to walk down this road anymore. This used to be such a quiet forest, and now we're getting cars. Come on, Jackie. Come on, Jackie. Jackie-chan. What's happened is a public banyo has opened down there. You can see it through the lights through there. Because of that, we're now getting traffic going down to it right past my house, and that is a pain in the ass for the dogs because they want to chase cars. They've not had contact with cars, and now there is, and it's become a pain in the ass. So that's why I'm walking late at night. It's one of the reasons, to avoid cars. I can let them off and run around. I used to run around the forest, but this is the second pair of dogs we had. We had another 2 German Shepherds before these two, and they would roam around the forest, no problem at all. We were the only ones here. A really nice time, and now we can't do it. So just one of those things, I suppose. But Novgorod, the build up there. Back that again. Again, it's gorgeous up there. It really is. He's gone. Right, he's gone enough to do it. So we can go. We can continue on. Didn't even go down to the bloody banyo, did he? Git. So the new build up in Novgorod, a very different place. It's very, very super rural compared to this. We were on the edge of St. Petersburg here, hundreds of meters away from it. Novgorod, Stara Russa, is a very, very beautiful town. It's a very ancient town. It's not called Old Russia. People keep saying Old Russia, Stara Russa. It's not. It's actually, the name of the town is Russa, and probably derives from. They say it derives from a Viking word meaning people who row boats, or Viking rowers in their ships. And it probably came from that. So, and it was named Old Russa because to differentiate it between other towns of the same name. So it became the oldest one. So it's a very, very ancient town. It's built on mineral springs and salt water, and that's why the Vikings. It was such an important place for the Vikings because it was a source of salt which was used to preserve food on their journeys, their movements. So it became a very important trading centre for salt. Although nowadays most people have never heard of the place. Certainly from the West have never heard of it, and most Russians have never heard of it either. So, but it was a very, very ancient town. It's a very beautiful place, and I'm absolutely thankful that I managed to get a plot there at a good price, and the land was only 1,000 rubles, which is about $1,000 for the 15 sotuk, which is 1/1500th of an acre. That's how much it cost me for the land, so quite cheap with all utilities. So, and it's only a kilometre from the town. I will be doing a lot of live streaming from the town this year. I've got plan is 4 days building work, 1 day rest, which will be, that rest day will be live streaming, editing the videos I've taken over for previous 4 days and just resting. Maybe nighttime fire pit chats, something like that. And then the next day will be live streaming from within the town, probably. So probably go to town and do some live, show you the actual town itself. Very beautiful, and maybe the region around it, I don't know yet. Maybe we'll go to Lake Ilmen, which is very cool. That wind's coming, blimey, that's cold. But whatever, we'll do some of that. And then on the 7th day, God said, let there be rest, and so 7th day is going to be my rest day. Whichever day it falls on don't really matter, as long as it's 7th day. And on that day we won't do anything. There'll be no video editing, there will be no building, there will be no nothing. Hey. The only thing I will do on the 7th day is I will do a live stream, and it will only be walking these two to the pond that is right beside the store. That's the kind of plan. So 7 days of planning of the build. So on basically the 5th day, when I'm on the edit day, that'll be preparing the video for the next week. In my case, my videos will be produced, and then for my wife's videos, which will be the following week, I've got to do the subtitles. I'm doing them manually for you because she's very artistic, and the Russian language is, for any Russian speakers, maybe someone here, I don't know, it's a very poetic language. It doesn't translate well to English exactly. There's a kind of, Russian is poetic where English is Germanized, the Germanic language, and Latin, and it's very difficult to translate it to get the true soul of what she's saying. So consequently, I've gone into manual subtitles for her because she doesn't speak English. So manual subtitles for her. So I'm subtitling her videos, and they'll be out once a week. It's really a woman's view through her eyes, not mine. She's going to do her own thing wherever she's recording, and only thing I'm doing is adding subtitles or adding a soundtrack if there's a particularly bad audio or something. There was one of the videos that's recorded last year. These are only videos that I found recently, by the way. I didn't know they existed. Basically, she'd recorded them on her phone, didn't tell me. She'd recorded them for friends, not for YouTube, before we had the YouTube channel. And so I found them recently, and decided to turn into a series. And the last one I'm doing is not maybe the last one, is the first half of the video, the first bit of the video. She actually muted herself, and she was chatting away and muted it. But it's such a nice scene. There's 2 cups of tea. Starts off with, she brought tea out to the build. I was only on the bottom plate. She brought tea out to the build and some sweets and that, and it starts off there, and then she's showing around the thing, and then about halfway it cuts into her voice. Maybe it's a bit like more than halfway. It's only about a 4-minute video, and it cuts into her voice, and I subtitle that bit. So I put a bit of a soundtrack on there to give it something while it's going. I think the YouTube translation isn't bad though in the video I saw. I'm not sure which one you saw. Is that the first one that she did? If that's the first one she did, it wasn't YouTube that was translated. It was a machine translation. Basically, it was the first one I did. I thought I'd just translate a machine. Jackie, come on, Attic. Come on. It was a machine translation. Machine translations are basically they translate word for word. They don't get the essence of what's being said. Jackie, Attic. Come on. They do a machine translation, and machine translations are done by machines. You know, even if you do it with AI, an AI translation, they still don't capture the essence of what she's saying. An example is we've got a big silver birch in the garden in Cyrus, and she looks at the silver birch and she says, Bugatti. Jackie, come on then. And Bugatti in Russian means to be rich. Right, so to have lots of money, Bugatti. Biedny, poor, Bugatti, rich. And she's not, Jackie, shut up. And she's not talking about being rich. Jackie, that's snoring, yeah? Bloody wolf dog. And she's not talking about being rich as in money, you know, to be rich in money, because life is more than money, right? More than YouTube clicks. So she's actually talking about being rich. The meaning is kind of being blessed by the trees, being blessed to have this much beauty around us. That's the kind of deep feeling you get from it. And that's what she's saying when you say Bugatti, when she's talking about being rich. And it's almost impossible. Can you make birch tar soap? Nope, never tried it. It's impossible for the AI to pick it up, or for the translation to pick it up. It just picks it up with Bugatti. I guess it thinks it's a name of something. It just doesn't. I tried it in different ways. I tried it in the AI. It just does not pick it up. So basically, I ended up typing the subtitles in myself. It takes a little bit of time to do it, but it's not that difficult. It just takes a bit of time, but they're only short videos anyway. But anyway, that's how it came about, and that's what her videos are about. They're more of an artistic woman's look at life, rather than my military type straight line kind of life. Oh, that is cold down here now. Feel that. It's only -8 tonight, but when that wind comes, it cuts you through. Blimey. So there, that's what the videos are about, and how to ask you if you want to support the channel, if you want to support my work, our build. You don't need to pay anything to us. We're not scrounging money. All I ask is just watch the videos, that's all. You don't even have to give them a like, just give them a view. That's all I ask. Nothing more than that. And I'll be really grateful if you do that, especially to support my wife. I know videos are very different for the hardcore builders who want to see the build progress. It's maybe not what you want to see. For the romantics, yes, it's a house in the woods, exactly what it is. I'll ask you to give it a look anyway. And you know, when I tell her, you know, you've had 60 views, you had 50 views, you had 40 views, you know, her shorts had 800 views, you know, it gives her a big smile, and that makes me happy, you know, that she's doing something, because she's artistic, she's done artwork, you know, and so for her to do something, her expression through the channel is, for me, it's more fulfilling than any clicks or monetization or anything like that, or whatever. Just having her in the channel, for me, it's more than that, because she's my other half, she's my best friend, she's my lover, she's my translator when I need it, she's my everything, you know, she's my world, really. And without her, I couldn't have been here, you know. Look at the beautiful view from here. Is that nice or what? And so that's why I'd ask you, if you want to support the channel, just give her videos a look, and I'll be more than that. I would never ask. You don't even have to like it, just give it a look, please, and support her. That's really what because, you know, if you've got a wife or husband or whatever, and you want to see them succeed, right? You want to see them be happy by what they're doing. And, you know, so if her videos get views, even if not many, you know, I'm not expecting it to go million views or something. And I'm just happy that she's getting some views. It gives her a smile, and that makes me happy, you know. So that's kind of the way it is. Have a great night, keep warm, good night. Good night to you as well. Hope you're having a wonderful night, and sleep well wherever you are in the world. This is a view of the Baza Oddachai. So Baza Oddachai is like a sort of a rest base, if you like, where you can hire one of these places out, and they've got a casino in there, and Spania and saunas and stuff, and all kinds of stuff. So sort of a little holiday camp, I suppose you might call it. So there you go. That's what but anyway, so that's the plan anyway. That's my plan, to get the videos up and running, get the channel going. These little live streams I'm doing, walking with the dogs, just keeping it ticking over, letting you know what's happening, what we're up to. Next week is next Thursday at 3, so yeah, collect my thoughts together for a second. So every Thursday at 3 o'clock is next video comes out, whether it's mine or whether it's hers or whatever. That's the next video. Thursday at 3 o'clock is going to be the same video. Not the same video. The video will come out. That's the plan. Next week is the bloopers video, which comes from series 1. I think it's only from series 1. It's all my mess ups and phone falling over in the cold snow and yeah, me not being able to remember my English, which seems to be a common occurrence for me. Car coming, would be a car coming, wouldn't there now? Come here, Jackie. Jackie, come here. Jackie, come here. Jackie, come here. Grab the dog here. I don't want him chasing a car. Come here. Come here. Come here. Go boy. I don't want him chasing cars. I don't want this happening. No, not sure which way he's going. Up there or what? Ah, he's going up there. No! Don't want him chasing cars. This way. Come on. Good boy. Good boy. Not out of the way. So back up through the settlement and what have you, and home time. It's time for bed actually. It's time for sleeping. These have had a good run, so I don't need to. I take them out real late at night like this time. We've got midnight here now. Means I don't have to get up early in the morning in the cold and take them out, so it's good for me as well as them, kind of thing. And but it's starting to get a bit chilly now. I think it's starting to get a bit cold. So I'll get back home, go a bit quicker now. And now I'll give you a view of the house. I'll do this every night if you're following this stream. I'll show you the first house I built. I can't show it in the daytime because it would be too easy to geolocate. And it's a privacy thing. You know, there's a boundary of how much I'm willing to give to YouTube in my life. And so I don't give away the exact location. So to do that, I give you a view at night time where I'm living in St. Petersburg. But it looks kind of postcardy, Christmas cardy. So it's all lit up and night time and covered in snow. It's very, very pretty. So I'll show you that in a minute when I go up there. If you just give me 5 minutes like up there, you'll get a view of that. The only people who get to see that is the people who watch these live streams at night time. So it's a part of my life. I don't, like I said, don't want to be geolocated because nowadays who knows what kind of nutcases are out there. Though not so much here, but even so, I don't want to be geotagged. So, so yeah. Anyway, I've been watching the news, and I thought that the peace process was going to go ahead. I thought, yes, peace is going to come. The Ukraine war's going to be over. Thank God. Enough people have been killed and maimed and injured for this, and it seems that it might have gone down the pan, and it may continue on. It seems that there's another massive missile strike going in tonight or yesterday. So we don't know, but we're hoping for peace. It's not an easy thing to live with, knowing that this is happening, and obviously they're trying to hit us here in St. Petersburg as well with drones. They've not managed it yet, but they do try. So yeah, horrible war. Really want to see it over and done with. And if you're a praying person, pray for peace. I don't pray because I'm non-religious really, but I can only hope that it's over and done with as quickly as possible. But, apart from that, not much I can tell you. Monday I'm going to Krasny Selo with Aussie Spy. Remember, Aussie Spy's been on film a few times, so I'll be going with him on Monday to he lives close by, you might say, and I'll be going with him on Monday to Krasny Selo. He's got to pick something up or drop something off in Ozone, and I am going to be live streaming with him Monday. So cafe and stuff, and have a wander around Krasny. It's a nice little rural town actually. And the last time I was there, I didn't get very good footage with the camera because I had the crap camera. And now I've got my new phone, wife's old phone. It's much better. So that's the plan. That's where I'm going to be at. And whatever, that's the Korean church, by the way. Central Korean church. What Korean church is doing here, I have no idea. Look at that icicle hanging on there. Big old icicles up there. Yeah, some beauties. Some beauties this way actually. Some really nice icicles. So I can get a view of the icicles. They've got lights on in there, so probably spoil it a bit, but I'll see if I can get a view of the icicles for you. There's some absolute beauties hanging off this here. It's a bit dark in it. Even with the torch, I can't get a good. Turn the torch off. Can't get a good view. I'm sorry. So if I can get a better view from up here, maybe I can get. Maybe they'll pick up in the light. I don't know, but it's absolutely beautiful. So if I can get it lit up. I can't light it up. No, I can't light it up. What we'll do is I'll come down tomorrow and I'll take a photo of that. If anybody's on the live stream tonight wants to see, there's that some gorgeous icicles hanging on there. They're massive, and I will come down tomorrow with a DSLR tomorrow morning, and I'll get a shot of those for you, and I'll post it on the community channel. I promise I'll do that tomorrow. Actually, I won't live stream tomorrow, Sunday. Nobody's on live streams on Sundays, are they? So pointless in doing them. But I will come down with the DSLR and I'll get a shot of those icicles if anybody wants to see them. I'll put them on the community post tomorrow. I am trying to get Google Drive together for photos that I've taken. I'm not a photographer, but I have got a DSLR and I'm trying to learn photography. I'm a bit old now and long in the tooth to be learning stuff, but I am getting there. And those photos that I take, even on automatic mode, are pretty good with that camera, rather than phone camera, which is pretty crap, innit? So I will post those onto the Google Drive eventually, and anybody wants them can grab them from the Google Drive. You know, they're not going to be members or anything stupid like that. They'll be available to anybody who wants them. And you can look at nice things from here, from this part of the world, wherever you are in your part of the world. If you're in some hot country and you can see a part of this cold country, it's something different and nice to see. And there's some pictures of Wolf Dog as well that are going to go into there. There's all kinds of stuff I'm going to put up there on that Google Drive. Post them in the community post as well, but there's kind of a lot when you start taking pictures, a lot of them. So I did some nice ones with the dog, of the Wolf Dog running at the camera in high speed sports mode. So it's like one shot every second, or it's not even more than that, it's about one every half second. So he's running at the camera. I caught him with all 4 feet off the air as he's running. So they're nice photos. And I will put the full raw, not for raw, I'll put them in JPEG probably. I'll put them on the Google Drive and you can have a look if you like, if that's what you want to see. They make great backgrounds. I've got one of him jumping at the camera as my desktop background on the computer. Makes a great photo. I know it's a touchy subject, but if you don't want people to see that you're looking into Russia, because Russia's hated at the moment, but things like a dog in an unknown place doesn't give it away, or sunsets, things like that won't give away that you're looking at Russia. That's kind of fun. Look at the beautiful view up there. It is gorgeous down here now. It's lovely. So anyway, I'm gonna get back now. So then one quick look at the house, and then it's off to the shower with me and off to bed with me. And, for another day tomorrow of who knows what. I've got a list of electric things. I think there's 3 things I've got to repair for electrics now. Cheaper. I do a bit of electrical repair in my spare time. It's my kind of hobby, electrical repair. And go on, Jackie, go on. Don't wait. Jackie, come on, don't wait. Go on. Got to do it. There he is. do that, and so I've got a queue. My bread maker, Mrs. Bread Maker, broke. That's one thing. Then there's 2 power supplies, one's for electric hoover and one's something else. I'll look at those as well, and something else I forget what it is now. I'm starting to get a bit of a queue waiting for things to be repaired. But can't be everywhere all the time, can I? So, but anyway, a view of the house at night time from a picture, postcard, candle, kind of Christmas card type shot of the house. Although the upstairs lights aren't on, but the downstairs ones are, so I'll give you a look. What I'll do is actually in the next few days I'll get a shot with all the lights on, and it looks quite pretty. So yeah, that's my house in the dark. There's 2 windows downstairs aren't lit up, and the upstairs isn't lit up. Next photo I'll do, I'll make sure they're all lit up for you. Okay, have a lovely evening wherever you are, everybody. Peace to the world. For those who are watching this on replay, peace to you as well. I hope to see you in the live stream whenever it's going to be.